Alright, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkanite22. Okay, I just finished it. Gundam, Turn A. Now, have to say, this was a really good Gundam anime, Gundam series. I have to say, it was very good. Now, overall, there were some minor things. I don't think, from what I've seen from Gundam, from the Gundam series I've seen, I don't recall ever me feeling, oh, this female character is a bitch. Not even the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Not in Gundam Unicorn, not in Gundam Wing, G Gundam, none of the Gundams. None of them have I said that. Gundam Turn A has one. Okay. Now, overall, the whole premise. Let me go get the DVD. Volume 1. Collection 1. Just give you guys the premise of what Turn A is essentially about. For 2,000 years, a separate race of humanity has lived on the moon, known as the Moon Race. Their technology leaps and bounds beyond those that stay behind on Earth. Now seeking to return their original home, the Moon Race sent 3 teenagers, Laurent, Keith, and Fran, down to Earth on a reconnaissance mission to test the viability of the environment. And then it goes on to say that after spending a year on Earth, Laurent becomes good friends with Sochi and Kiel, daughters of the prestigious Heem family, and he looks forward to fully integrating into society. But before Laurent gets a chance to make his report, the Moon Race launches a surprise attack. Earth's primitive airplanes are no match for the superior power of the Moon Race's mobile suits. However, in the midst of the initial attack, Laurent and Sochi uncover a forgotten relic, a white mobile suit. As a Moon Race, Laurent is quickly able to grasp the basics of piloting it, but by doing so, he advertently places himself in the middle of a war. So, what's interesting about this Gundam series is, for me, is that, first of all, this was the last time they did traditional animation in a Gundam series. This was the last one. So after this, they went digital. Because after this, they came out with Gundam Seed. From what I was told. Now, you heard me say in the beginning of this video, I haven't encountered a character that I hate, or dislike, or find annoying in any Gundam series. Okay, this girl, Sochi, number one, her voice actor, I'm sorry, very annoying. Like, every time she opens her mouth, I just like, it makes me cringe. And it literally does. And that's not even half of it, because pretty much, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen this show or this anime, starting right now, Sochi's father, he dies. And that's what starts her to be like, going on about her wanting revenge on the Moon Race, and just like, I'm like, half the time she's complaining, she's a whiner. I'm like, can someone just hit her with a mallet or a chair? I don't want to say that, but she's so fucking annoying. I don't want to spoil the ending, but something happens in the ending that totally didn't. I was like, what the hell happened here? I finally understood it. Kind of got the gist of what happened, and now I know why she was upset. That's why. That's my that. So she no, she's got to be the most annoyingest character in any Gundam series I have ever seen, and that's saying a lot because I haven't even encountered one. I mean, I guess maybe Gundam C. Even then, it's a whitewash because like no. But aside from that character, this definitely was a great one. This Gundam series. This was Turn A was really good because well, see what makes it really great is okay. You have the moon race. See, I didn't know specifically like what was the story behind this, and the story behind this series was that okay, it was between the moon race and the Earthlings. This takes place in the future. Well, as futuristic as you can get. But what I mean by that is the previous Gundam, the Universal Century previous years happened. So for them, there's this thing called the Dark History. And you know what the Dark History, from what they say, is the other years of the Gundams. So like Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam Wing, and any of the others you can think of were during that time, before their time. And they explain this. And they also explain the whole history of what the Turn A is, the Gundam Turn A. And here's another thing I need to state. This is going to be a long review, by the way, because there's a lot of things I need to know about it. I truly believe the Turn A Gundam and this other Gundam, which I'm not going to mention, you guys have to see to find out. I'm calling it. I'm sorry. This has got to be the most fucking hacked Gundam in the fucking universe. And the Universal Century. Without spoiling too much, I'm just going to let you know what it's capable of. It's able to do this move. It's able to do this ability, the Gundam Turn A, that is called, from what I understand, the Moonlit Butterfly. This move, this ability, if Turn A was to fight any of the Gundams, I don't care which one. And listen. I'm basing this on the Gundam series that I've seen, not the ones that I haven't seen. So I can't count into account Zeta Gundam or the others. But as far as I'm seeing, Turn A, I'm sorry. The Moonlit Butterfly. It's basically this energy, this barrier that comes out of the back of the Turn A, and it literally is able to turn everything in its path into sand. Everything. It literally almost destroyed human civilization. Almost. And the fact that one Gundam almost did that has me going like, yo, that's sick. One Gundam. One. So you literally can say that the Gundam Turn A, might as well call him God. Now, I'm not going to spoil in this review of the ending. The ending is it's pretty good. The battles that are shown throughout the series in this series, I thought was done very well. We get to you see all the you don't see a lot of different ones. You see some similar faces, similar mobile suits that we've seen in like Mobile Suit Gundam and so on and so forth, and Gundam Wing. But and ones that are a little similar to others that we've seen. But what's really special is when they have the episode of the Dark History. And they literally show clips from the other Gundam animes, from the fights. It's like Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam Wing. I was just like, yeah, that's sick. That's awesome. I think even G Gundam. I wasn't sure. That whole just like an anime within an anime, and just telling the whole history is just amazing. And what the moral, like, and this show had a moral. This Gundam series had a moral lesson to be learned, and that was to not repeat history, which is seemingly what transpires when certain people in this show, in this anime, certain characters find out about the dark history and everything. And I will say this: I'm not going to put this show. I'm not going to put Gundam Turn 8 on a pedestal. I'm not going to say it's the best fucking Gundam series I've ever seen in my life. Because obviously the whole thing with Sochi and a few other characters that just, I will say this, though. As far as the story is concerned, very inventive. I definitely think this should be considered almost as good as Gundam Wing. I have to. Because, it really came through to it, and to an extent. Now, as far as favorite characters, Laurent, he was interesting to an extent. Also, there's Diana, who is the queen of the moon, and Sochi's sister. They look almost exactly alike. And I actually liked that concept that they were playing in the anime throughout the series, throughout the anime. I just liked it. I actually loved it, actually. I thought it was done very well. And, yeah, I mean, this show was great. And also, like, just like all this dark history shit and what they discover, it's just amazing. For 50 episodes, it was good. It was good. Of course, it could have been better if they had... Then they could have been explained a little bit better. Kind of not really going the extra mile there. But rating-wise, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. Because obviously, a few characters maybe go like... But I will say this. 9 out of 10. Almost perfect score. And to some extent, I just wonder, like, this Gundam, as far as I know, no Gundam in the history of the universal century has ever sent humanity on the brink of extinction. Because that is exactly what the Turn A did during, that dark history. It literally almost, it basically destroyed, and also what it did when it did that, destroyed all the technological advances that humans had. It just amazes me. There were two other characters that kind of annoyed me, but they weren't really as annoying as Sochi. There's this girl, Lieutenant Poe, but she was annoying for like half the series, but towards the end she was okay. And then this Maribel. First of all, this girl's got circles on her eyes. I'm like, what the fuck's up with that? And the villain, he's all right. He was okay. The voice actor is very familiar to me. I don't know who played him, but he sounded very familiar. But, I mean, going down the road here, I might be inclined to buy more Gundam series. I mean, Turn A was interesting because not only did you see, this battle between Earth and the Moon, Earthlings and Moon people, the Moon race, but you also got to see like clips from other Mobile Suit Gundam series, and that's just like that breaks like the fourth wall and shit, and you saw the Zaku's and shit. I was like, yo, this is awesome. But I mean what I said. Turn A. I'm calling it the God of Gundams. It's that I think it's more powerful than most of the Gundams I've seen, and I think it just amazes me that it has this ability. But good series, 9 out of 10. I do believe I found this out today. In November, they're coming out with the original Mobile Suit Gundam on Blu-ray. Now, I don't think this is going to be dubbed. I think it's in Japanese with subtitles like this one was. But I'm still going to get it. I don't give a shit. So, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I went in on this because this was really a interesting watch. I did not expect... I surely didn't expect that to happen. And what's really interesting about this Gundam, it's got a mustache. Almost like a white beard kind of thing. But yeah, take it or leave it. I would suggest you guys go see this. It's a good series. Yes. I'll see you guys later.